Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Backseat Gaming.
And now the cat's
Why
trying
so
to get
crabby?
back in.
Yeah, what a bitch. Oh, I said bad things at you for saying that, so I shouldn't. Let's go in!
When I was a baby, this is the only memory.
So we're starting with the story.
Yes, I am starting with the story. When I was a baby, probably like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5. The only thing I can remember, I have no sound in my headset. But the only thing the earliest memory I can remember is me and a baby gate, and my grandma's like, "Do you want to go in or you want to go out?" And I'm like, I want to do both at the same time. And this is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, so you were an asshole when you were a baby too.
Oh yeah, I was like the cat. I would want to go outside and I want to go inside, and you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to remedy that, please?
Who, me? What?
Me being dead.
Oh.
Uh,
well, you got that. You don't need my help.
See,
shit.
When I was a baby, I remember well, not a baby exactly, but
Shit.
my earliest memories, anyway, are things like, breaking out of a daycare center. Or getting choked out by a guy.
Yeah, I was in the park one time, and this guy just came up and he just started choking me. I don't know where my mom was.
No. No,
he was fighting me for a piece of candy.
No, it was another kid. But
okay, the way you said it, I was like thinking 30 years old guy.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
so
there's
something
down
down there. No,
that's a really easy one.
He had legitimate reasons that I don't want to get into, but I just remember, being with my back up against a fence, lifted slightly off the ground with a hand around my throat. And that's basically
strong shit.
Well, I was like 8 and he was like 14.
Still.
True.
Jameez.
Well, and
I didn't get in the fights when I was a baby.
Oh, well, when I was a kid, I was an asshole. I'm an asshole now, so...
I was quiet. I didn't do anything.
I was angry. I was always angry. Which is one of the reasons why I try my best to not be angry now.
Well, people thought I was angry. They were scared of me. Especially when I was in special ed class and I just slammed my hand on the table and caught a fly. Everybody freaked out.
People never stopped being scared of me.
I don't know, middle school was when they were scared of me. Shit! There we go.
But then in high school, I carried around a briefcase that people thought contained guns. So...
Me and Kyle planned on wearing cleats to school one day just to get people who were putting their hands on the damn floor.
Yeah, people sitting in the middle of the hallway.
Like it was like the damn ocean. Sitting there like on the shoreline, you know? They got their hands on the ground. And I'm like, number 1, you're not facing the wall. Number 2, you're facing where people are walking. So if I step on your hands, that's your own damn fault.
I think you need to scratch that and reverse it. They were facing the wall with their hands behind them.
Their hands weren't near the wall, though.
Yeah, their
hands were in... What the hell was that?
Oh, it's a lectune.
They don't have water physics for them, so they just walk around.
Yeah. Yeah.
These little things are made of lead. They can't swim. But the good thing is they don't breathe oxygen, so we're good.
Oh, dude. I kind of want to tell that story about when I broke out of the kindergarten, but I don't remember what the toy's called. That
Screwdriver?
Toy... No.
Tommy?
I'm not based on the doctor.
Here we go.
Tommy is, by the way, in case you weren't aware.
Ow. 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 Come on.
No,
it's following me.
That one toy where you gotta, like, put all the pieces in before time runs out.
Piece.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pop'ems, I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else does. They're yellow pieces that you place back into them. There's a timer, and then they pop out.
Yeah, I basically used that to scare a small child. And while the child handlers...
God, they look like demon faces on the side, sorry.
While the child handlers were busy attending to said crying baby...
Oh, shit. Alright.
I was making my escape.
I really want those...
I was a crafty son of a bitch.
I want to get them, like, really, like, funny stories, you know? like naked on a roof or some shit, you know?
Yeah, but those don't happen to us. Because we're smarter than that, usually.
I've done some stupid shit.
So have I, but I usually don't tell those stories.
I mean,
I don't like the stories that make me look bad.
if I could remember something, I'd probably tell them.
Yeah, that's basically... I don't remember most of my childhood.
I mean, let's see. Something stupid that happened to me. I remember I ate some hot soup once, and to remedy that situation, I thought the best idea was to open my deep freeze and lick the wall, and then I got stuck to it.
That is a wonder... That, for some reason, I don't know why, but that reminded me of your story of getting almost peed on by Matt's stepdad.
Would you like me to recall that story?
Yes, I believe that's a story that needs to be shared.
I shared that recently, too. Because at work, for some reason, it came up. There's a lot of sex talk. And I was like, you know what? Matt's stepdad's generals and other things. But anyways, let's get to the story. This is a typical Friday night, you know. I'm just like, hey, why don't we stay over at your house? We'll watch some movies, whatnot. So I got some movies. Oh! Wait, I was alive. I got some movies. We watched some movies. Then we went to sleep.
What movies?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
We went to sleep. 2 a.m. comes in. Fucking stepdad's rowdy. His mom's not drunk, but she's like, she probably had something to drink. And he comes home and he's just fucking yelling and shit, calling me and Matt gay. We need to go sleep in the bed together and shit. And we're just like, what the fuck? And then, like, we wanted to kind of see how this was going to play out.
8-year-old little kids just, what the fuck, Dad?
No, we weren't 8. We were in high school.
Really? You almost got... Well...
Yeah, that was in high school. That was probably junior year, probably.
Really?
Yeah, it was probably
I
junior
knew
year
you at that point.
Yeah. And we were...
Why did it take so long for me to hear that story?
And we got in there. He's drunk. He's bitching and shit. We went outside just to see because he was having a fight with the neighbors. And we wanted to see what was going to happen. So we went outside, and then he just looks at Matt and he goes, fucking punch me. And Matt's like, I don't really want to. And his mom's just like, don't even antagonize him. Don't even acknowledge that he said anything. And then he starts slapping Matt. And he's like, fucking punch me, pussy. And Matt's getting really, like, irritated. And he's like, I might actually do it. But he turns out he doesn't do it. Then his stepdad kind of gets, like, a moment of clarity. And he's like, hey, instead of you two faggots sleeping in the same bed together, why don't you guys just split the mattresses apart? One guy sleeps on the box spring. The other guy sleeps on the mattress. And so we did that. He goes into the bedroom and he fucking blares Disturbed. And he will not let us turn it down. He's like, I'm going to have this playing. You guys don't turn it down. This is my jam. So we sat there listening to this shit for probably like an hour, hour and a half. And we're like, I think he's asleep. Can we turn it down now? And he's like,
fuck you,
I
no.
guess. So we turned it down. We probably got like 2 hours of sleep after that. And I awake to the sound of pee hitting a mattress. And I look over and I see Matt's stepdad, butt-ass naked, just wearing socks, fucking just pissing all over the mattress where Matt was sleeping. And he luckily had gotten up fast enough to be out of the piss range. And we sat there, we didn't make any eye contact with him at all. We just waited for him to finish. We didn't say anything. Did you stare at his dick? I glanced over and I saw it and I was like, oh yeah. And then I just sat there looking at the wall waiting for him to finish. And then he got done peeing, he scratched his ass and he left. And then me and Matt, we sat there looking at each other going, what the fuck? And we're like, we need to get out of here as fast as fucking possible. So his mom's sleeping on the couch. We get all the DVDs and shit. And she's like, where are you guys going? And we're like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We're going over to my house and we're gonna sleep. And she's like, why? I was like, I don't want to say. And we just kind of left. And then later on, his mom calls up. And he's like, she's like, oh yeah, Michael told us that you spilled something on the couch. Or you spilled something on the bed and that's why you guys left early. And we're like, he fucking pissed on the bed. And according to him, he said he thought he was in the bathroom and that I was some sort of fixture. And then that was the toilet.
Wait. That might be the best part of the story.
He thought I was the shower. In his mind, Matt was the toilet and I was the shower.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then we just kind of like ignored that afterwards. We're like, whatever. And he said that he was going to buy Matt a new bed, but I think the only thing he got him was like a 2-liter Mountain Dew, and that was it.
The best part is Matt probably forgave him.
He probably did. I
2-liter Mountain Dew? Fuck yeah!
Forgiven. Say
Forgive
no
and
more.
forget, Dad. Thanks,
I want
Dad.
you to pee in my bed anytime.
I will always.
Let you pee in my bed for me.
That actually reminds me of a story about me, actually. I used to sleepwalk a lot as a kid. And it would always tend to be situations where I really had to pee.
Shit.
So on more than one occasion, I would get up to go to the bathroom and just not find myself in the bathroom.
Staying outside the fridge, taking a piss.
Yes, actually. I was woken up by the cold, hitting me in the groin.
Shoot.
But there was also a time where I peed in a hamper.
I do that when I'm awake.
I do that sober.
You think that's it? That's pussy shit. I had the notion that I slept walk, but then I figured out it was my dad picking me up while I fell asleep on the couch and moving me.
No, I had the situation where I got up, went to the bathroom, actually made it to the bathroom,
Oh shit.
peed in the hamper, and then went back to bed. And made it to the bed.
Did anyone tell you, or did you just like figure that out? You're like, oh, I did that.
No, my mom came into the room and woke me up in the morning. It's been a long time. And she was like, "Did you pee in the hamper?" I was like, "What?"
I don't remember.
I don't know.
It must have been the cat.
What are you talking about? But eventually we did find out. No.
Like a security camera in the bathroom.
No. We did finally determine, no, I sleepwalk and pee in random places.
They sit there waiting. Like he's gonna get up any minute now. Gotcha, you motherfucker! I knew you pissed in the hamper.
No, fortunately, there aren't any hidden cameras in my house.
That you know of.
Yeah.
If they're hidden, you wouldn't know about them.
I would...
They told us, that was Matt's stepdad's thing. They said they had left hidden cameras in the house. We would fuck with Chris all the time. We would be like,
that's
the
Matt's
boogeyman's
little brother,
gonna
by
get
the
you.
way.
Boogeyman's gonna get you. And shit like that. It reminds me of what my sister used to do to me, except she did it a hell of a lot worse. They had like 4 people going in there. She'd have a couple guys in her bedroom in the dark, and they'd fucking grab me and scare the shit out of me.
Oh, like that time that Matt scared you with the camera and the ghost?
I was like, I'm really into that shit. And he freaked me out because I had some kind of experience in the morning. It must have been me like half in and half out. Heard somebody say, "Thanks," in the dark. And I was like, what the fuck? Well, it sounds like that's time to call in.
No, you know what? Let's keep going so we can finish that story.
Oh, I think that was it.
I was talking about the story with the, Matt's, video recording. Like he was talking about, your house is haunted, and he had a camera and he just moved something off to the side, like, with his foot.
That motherfucker, I was pissed at him. I didn't sleep in my room that night.
That's the best part of that story.
I put salt on the edge of my door. Like, I fucking made a line of salt. He had no idea what he fucking did to me psychologically.
I know that feeling.
And I was so pissed at him, and he didn't understand why. And I was like, dude, I am, like, really into that shit, and you're freaking me out.
No, see, all of the scary things that I had as a child were things like watching, Tales from the Crypt with my dad.
But it wasn't red! Oh, sorry.
Tales from the Crypt are, fucking, like, X-Files and stuff with my dad when he was like, I'm the adult. I'm going to pick what we're watching on TV, and I was 8. And was just like, this probably isn't appropriate for me for, like, early morning stuff to watch.
My Little Mind! What was it? The Warp My Little Fragile Mind!
Oh, I want to... What is that from?
I don't know.
I want to say Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, I think it is. He's like, Warp My Little Fragile Mind. I've been, like, terrorized and shit like that. I went on a ghost tour. And... Oh. But I wasn't, like, it wasn't one of those scary... I would never go to one of those, like, haunted house things. I punched a guy. Motherfucker, I was, like... I went to a shitty one. It was at a fair, and it was literally just pitch black hallway. You walk, you stepped on a platform, something lit up, and they're like, ah! And it made, like, a sound. And then I was, like, 7. I took that shit as reality. I was like, oh my god! And I fucking bolted through a pitch black hallway that only had activation pads. So you couldn't get out unless you stepped on the pad. I didn't know that. I slammed my fucking ass right into a wall because I couldn't see shit. And then my dad stepped on me because he was behind me. And he was just like, what the fuck was that? And then him stepping on me, I was actually on top of the pad. Then the door opened.
No, see, my experience with haunted houses is the Waverly Hills haunted house that they run every year. And that place is scary, for one. Just the building is really ominous. But the haunted house really isn't. Shit. I really didn't get scared at all. In fact, I'm not sure if I'm remembering this completely correctly, but I think some guy tried to scare me, and I just stared him in the face and went, boo.
Nice try.
Boo.
I've taken scarier shits than you.
Well, I have. I've been... Well, no.
I've been really constipated lately. They're looking pretty scary.
I was gonna... You know what? Fuck it. I'll just say it. I've been ripping my asshole recently.
Is your bloody shits?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's A, not a story for this show. 2, a story for a different time. What?
Oh, I think it just started.
Fine. I took a wicked shit one time, tore my asshole, and now every time I take a shit, I rip away at the scab, so I still bleed in the toilet.
That gets me every time.
Like this if you cry every time.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Man, theme parks and haunted houses and whatnot, I always, like, especially with theme parks, if I ever go on a ride, I always feel like I'm going to vomit, but I never actually do. I had a friend, I didn't realize that at the time, but we went to the fair, and every single ride we went on, he vomited. And I had no idea until one of the rides, he vomited right next to me, and thank God he fucking turned away because I was laughing my ass off. And he was like, I should have turned afterwards on the ride. He was like, I should have turned and faced you, you motherfucker.
You fucking deserve it.
He ate everything. He had like a fucking funnel cake and some like hot dogs and shit. It was not my fault that he vomited on every single ride.
So we're talking about Matt, right?
No. No, it was, Kevin.
Ah.
I think we're going to have to call it there.
Yeah, I think that's a
good place to call it.
That's a good place to call it.
And don't forget to catch live streams most weekends on mostly Friday, Saturday.
Fucking sellout.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, well.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch
But
specifically.
actually, Twitter.